Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. My name is Wan Amirul Arif. My metric number is 1202144. I am Year 5 student from the Bachelor of Sharia and Law program at USIM. Today, I will be presenting my industrial training experience at Mrs. Razmin and Co., which I underwent from the 17th of March 2025 until the 4th of July 2025. Moving on to the first part, as you can see here from the right is Mrs. Jalila Muhammad Ali, which is the managing partner of the firm. And the next one is Mr. Muhammad Afiq Muhammad Idris, which is the partner and also my industry supervisor. And the next one is Mrs. Zaidah Ibrahimi Husaini, which is the legal assistant of the firm. And the next one is Mrs. Fatin Shamimi Muhammad Sani, the former legal assistant at the firm. For my internship, I was placed at Mrs. Razmin and Co., also known as RASCO, which has been part of Malaysia's legal landscape since it was established on 25th of August 2015. In terms of structure, the firm operates from two addresses, the offices in Malacca, located in Taman Kota Shah Bandar, and another registered address in Kuala Lumpur, situated at Kampung Batu Muda. Okay, so the firm focuses on both domestic litigation and Sharia dispute resolution as well. And it was founded by Mr. Muhammad Razmin bin Ramli, who has more than 11 years of experience in legal practice. Now, the firm is headed by Puan Jalila binti Muhammad Ali, who is also the managing partner of the firm. She oversees both criminal and Sharia matters at the firm. The other partner is Encik Muhammad Afiq bin Muhammad Idris, who manages the majority of the litigation cases, except for a few matters that are relegated to other senior lawyers. One of the key litigation lawyers in the office is Puan Zaidah binti Ibrahimi Husaini, who mainly handles civil litigation files from the initial stages of litigation up to various forms of judgment and execution processes. She was one of the lawyers I worked very closely with during my time there. Previously, Puan Fatin was the senior lawyer in charge of conveyancing matters at the office, but she resigned from the position about a week before my internship ended. But still, I'm gonna put her here in my presentation. Furthermore, the firm is supported by a small administrative team, including 4 clerks who assist in managing files, court documents, and communication with clients and court officers. Services provided by the firm. In terms of services, the firm deals mainly with litigation matters, especially for recurring clients like Melaka Finance House, Mara, and SPNB Melaka. These clients contribute significantly to both the litigation and conveyancing files in the firm. Apart from civil matters, the firm also handles criminal cases, litigation hearings, and Sharia family matters, including cases like Hibah. Overall, Messrs. Razmin and Co. maintains a consistent and practical approach to its legal services, which gave me the opportunity to observe and be involved in various branches of legal practice during my time there. Moving on to the next part, which is my job scope at the firm. Throughout my internship at Messrs. Razmin and Co., I was given meaningful exposure to various aspects of legal practice, especially in litigation. Some of the key responsibilities I handled include the drafting of a wide range of legal documents, not just the standard REITs and SOCs. I was also involved in NODs, which is Notice of Demand, usually the first step in initiating a legal claim. Also did bills for client matters, affidavit in support, and affidavit of service, crucial, which is very crucial for procedural steps as well. I also did certificate of non-appearance used in default judgment proceedings and various judgment, including judgment in default, consent judgment, and many other type of judgment. I also did the drafting for it with the approval of the senior lawyer and the court. I also gained first-hand experience in the execution phase of litigation, which is something not all interns get to be involved with. These include assisting with notice of application by way of ex parte, particularly under Order 49 of ROC. I also did the drafting for precipice after precipice, especially for garnishee proceedings or other court orders. I also did writs of seizure and sale, as well as writs of possession, which are used in enforcing court orders. drafting summons in chambers and relevant orders for enforcement. Apart from litigation documents, I also handled legal research on specific matters and procedural steps, such as whether we can initiate notice of application by way of ex parte in regards to cases where land law involves in it. I also did performed bankruptcy search, SSM search, and personal profile searches as well. Other routine but essential tasks included attending court sessions with lawyers, joined in with one of the senior lawyers, and conducting e-reviews using the EFS kehakiman system to file documents electronically, extracting key court documents like court papers, and managing client files and correspondence. Moving on to the next part, which is my finding from all of my experience at the firm. So the first one is I want to point out that the skills that I gained from it. Throughout my internship, I developed a range of technical and soft skills. Technical skills point of view is that I learned how to draft essential legal documents and ensure compliance with court formats. I gained confidence using the EFS kehakiman system, from logging in to completing full filings. When it comes to soft skills, I improved my communication, particularly when working with clerks and coordinating with lawyers. I learned the importance of time management, especially when handling multiple deadlines all at once. For instance, there was a time when we had 16 files that I need to send out, all the NODs and all the reads and SOCs one at a time. So I need to be really on time with my drafting works. I also developed better legal research techniques and learned how to adapt theoretical knowledge to real life cases. Moving on to the next part, which is the challenges and how I overcame them. Like any real world experience, the internship came with its own set of challenges. At first, preparing documents like reads and SOCs accurately was difficult for me. I made some mistakes, especially with formatting and referencing the correct laws. However, though feedback and guidance from the senior lawyers, I gradually improved time to time. The EFS kehakiman system was also intimidating at first. There were many case codes, court rules, and filing procedures that I need to learn. Over time, with repeated use and supervision, I became confident in navigating through the EFS kehakiman system. I also assisted with a lot of legal research, including checking relevant provisions in statutes, case law, and practice directions. This was especially important when supporting the preparation of affidavits or drafting court papers. Initially, it was overwhelming, but I learned, narrow down relevant authorities, and present them clearly. I was also assigned to perform bankruptcy searches and individual profile searches for clients. This required familiarity with online government platforms and ensuring that all details were accurate. This task taught me the importance of attention to detail and confidentiality. Another challenge was realizing how different real legal practice is from what we learn in theory. In practice, the pace is faster, procedures is stricter, and communication is far more crucial. Moving on to the next point, which is reflections that I need to think about after my experience at the firm. This internship gave me a clearer view of what it means to be a part of functioning legal firm. I learned that real life legal work is requiring flexibility, strong work ethics, and close attention to details. I especially appreciated the chance to observe how civil cases progress from filing to final judgment. I also participate in criminal and Sharia matters. Thus, I handle practical assignments like legal research, bankruptcy search, and personal search, which is all very serious matters, and communicate effectively with clerks, lawyers, and even the clients. All these experiences help me grow both professionally and personally, especially in terms of confidence, discipline, and legal curiosity. Moving on to the next point, which is the feedback that I want to give from my experience. One thing that I realized is that file management is really important for better experience of the students. Among the unsung skills I picked up was file management. I learned to track the life cycle of a case from acknowledgement letters and affidavits to execution. Mistakes in filing or misplacement of a single document could derail a submission or delay court process. Thus, I recommend that practical courses should introduce students to mock file systems, physical and digital, with tasks involving file creation, indexing, bundling, and transitioning. Understanding the file flow is as essential as knowing the law. Now we are reaching the final part of my presentation, which is the conclusion. I realized that legal practice requires teamwork. On many occasions, I had to work with the firm's clerks, coordinate with other staff, and follow instructions from senior lawyers. This taught me how important clear communication and good coordination are in ensuring that legal tasks are completed correctly and on time. The internship also exposed me to different types of legal matters, including litigation from the initial stage to the execution stage, criminal work, litigation, and even Sharia-related case. This variety gave me a clearer idea of the areas of law I am more interested in, particularly litigation, where I enjoyed working with structured arguments and supporting documents. Over time, I gained more confidence in performing legal work. While I am still learning, I now feel more prepared to handle legal tasks independently and understand what is expected in a professional environment. This training was a valuable lesson for me and a step in connecting what I have learned at university with what is required in real legal practice. In summary, the internship helped me build both practical skills and a clearer understanding of my future direction in the legal firm. Thank you very much, and that's all from me.